Content warning. Please read the screen. Thank you. Hi. Hello.
Miari.
In case you couldn't tell, it is kind of early for us.
Yep. Why did you make your voice be deep for that?
The thing is, I didn't even try that hard.
Oh, well, that's concerning.
What do you mean concerned?
I mean what I said, and I said what I mean.
Sometimes voices just get kind of deep in the morning.
Yes, correct. That is how voices work.
Yeah. We're back with Sylving.
You bitch! You made me yawn!
Haha. Anywho, what happened last time? I don't remember. It's been a month.
Dear God.
Unbuttoning my pants, I pull them down and let myself be fully naked.
What a line to start.
Yay. I look down my furry belly, down to my orange legs and feline feet. I wonder though. Let's do censored story.
Yep, please.
Maybe later. I unwrap the parcel on the bed, having a look at the new clothes Agnarr brought me. They're all brown or white, folded neatly, with a dark brown belt placed on top of them all. I pick up the first piece of clothing, being the white underwear. Unlike my boxers, these aren't very stretchy. At least they're soft, though. It uses a drawstring instead of an elastic band, and there's a hole big enough for the tail at the back of it. I slip my legs into them and pull them on. There's some trouble threading the tail through the third hole, but I manage after some maneuvering. Next is the shirt, being an off-white color. Holding it up, it looks to be a couple of sizes too big for me. I don't think even my formal shirt back home is this big. The sleeves are wide enough to the sleeves are wide at the cuff but narrow at the shoulder. The neckline has a triangular neck hole with a string through it. I'm not sure how this will look on me, but I decide to just roll with it and slip it on. Now for the single pair of white pants of brown. Fuck. Now for the single pair of brown pants. Being a little shorter than my blue jeans, but the material feels tougher when holding it. The seam pattern isn't something I've seen before, with the back having a strap with a button. Probably for the tail. I slip them on one leg at a time. My new lion feed not having as much trouble getting through like with my old pair of pants. I have some trouble affixing the strap over the tail, but I manage it eventually. I thread the belt through the loops of the pants and then fasten the buckle. With my new pants securely on, I stretch, lift, and wriggle my legs around to see how everything feels. Alright, that was the last of it. Now that I'm dressed, it's finally time to look at myself. Oh my god! Yo.
He's so fancy.
What a fancy boy, huh? Hey, I actually don't look half bad. I didn't
Of course
think
you don't, dumbass.
Huh?
Of course you don't, you dumbass.
I didn't think the clothes were all that flattering, but it looks pretty good when it's put all together. Looking like this, I'm starting to think I might actually be able to blend in with everyone else, with everyone here. I turn around. Turn around. Na, 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 na. Fuck. I forget. I turn around, taking it in, how it all looks on me. I think I've put it on right before. I think I've put it all on right before walking to the door.
Hi.
Hello. I pull open the door with Agnarr standing right outside, carefully studying my paper. So, did I put them on correctly?
Well, look at that. Now you look like a real dry.
Dear.
That's
Dear, shut up. How does it feel wearing them?
Actually, hang on. Oh my god, I might be very wrong, but is it a year that they are referring to? You as an animal, but in Norwegian. Norwegian and Swedish is very similar, so it's
so I've heard.
yeah. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Feels good. These clothes are really comfortable. Thank you for finding them for me.
I'm glad they are to your liking. I found the most suitable clothing to be expected of a lion with your build. You'll have no trouble blending in with us. Now that we resolved the matter of your attire, there are a few things we need to address.
He gestures for me to sit, and I plop down onto the bed. Agnar's choosing to sit on the stool, so our eyes are somewhat leveled. You're gay.
Okay. Sure. We had originally planned for your documents to be finished yesterday, then spend today educating you about our world and history. But with the hunt fast approaching, Mikael won't have the time to teach you everything you'll need to know.
So, you're saying I should stay out of sight till it's over?
On the contrary, we should get you into the public eye as soon as possible.
Agnarr holds his chin and thinks, trying to find the right words.
I don't know what it's like in your world, but in a small village like this, newcomers don't go unnoticed. Or still, rumors of odd behavior, such as walking around funny and strange clothes, spread quickly.
I can confirm that's very true.
I can't.
although,
Sniff, sniff.
although, odd behavior, yeah, I can see how people would spread rumors about me.
Oh, can you?
Like, okay. So one thing I love to do when it's like snow outside is put on headphones and dance in the dark at night.
Yes. Join me.
And one time, one time when I was out, someone approached me and said, "Hi, you're big. You're okay. Hi, you're insert my real name. Right? You're really inspiring."
You're really inspiring. Oh no.
Listen, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I wouldn't.
But they were actually genuine and really nice.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I would.
It did caught me off guard, but like
I would be surprised if it didn't.
But yeah.
Just fucking. You're really inspired. God. Oh my. Sorry. The longer you stay hidden, the more curious they'll become, and the more embellished and outlandish the rumors will get. Which is why we came up with a plan to get people to quickly lose interest in you. Every year, the events of the hunt are the talk of the town for months on end. That means we can feed people's curiosities about you, then local gossip about the hunt will completely overshadow you. But that means getting you as much casual exposure as possible. Nothing kills rumors like the mundane. I will accompany you as you go about town, helping you walk and talk just like anyone else. You won't need to say or do. You won't need to do or say much at first. I'll be there to field most questions while also making sure the nosier locals are kept at bay. Whenever Lord Mikkel has time, he'll be. Oh, that's not a sentence. He'll be teaching you about our history and culture in depth. He was supposed to give you your first lecture this evening after catching up on his duties, but he's clearly in no condition to do so today.
Well, why don't you teach me then? If you're my guard, then couldn't I learn it all while we're out and about?
That might not be wise. Lord Mikkel is much more educated than I am.
I mean, surely you know some things, right?
Well, I know that you're gay.
Takes one to know one.
But of course. Why did I say that like that? I didn't like that.
What?
I can tell you what I know, but you'll need to know a lot more than me to safely pass as a deer. So, seeing as his lordship is a bit indisposed, I thought I could give you a little tour of the village to help you start getting used to us. We will visit only a couple of places before returning to the house, introducing you to those closest to me to expand the pack for you. They're good people, and they're very welcoming to newcomers. I know they'll like you.
Getting some fresh air and stretching my legs sounds amazing considering I've been stuck in this room for nearly 2 days straight. Actually, walking among them, rather than being a public spectacle, would certainly be a welcome change.
But before we leave, I need you to promise me something. Your hand in marriage. Anyway. God damn it. You cannot be seen using magic, no matter what.
Oh, right. That. I understand his concern, but I haven't even felt the slightest tingle of magic since we left the cave.
Do I have your word?
I don't think he has
Yes,
to
my
worry.
hand in marriage is right here.
Yeah. I don't think you have to worry about that. I'm pretty sure it won't be happening again.
How can you be so sure? You told me you'd never done magic before.
Well, I've had a lot of time to myself cooped up in here, so I kind of sort of tried to do some magic to pass the time. But nothing happened, I swear.
That's incredibly reckless, Aron. You should have told me before doing so. What if someone had seen you through the window?
Abracadabra, abra-unana.
God damn you.
Don't worry. Like I said, nothing happened. I couldn't even make a spark. Here, look.
Lollipop. You just don't go here. Have magic in your face.
I imagine the arcs of white lightning from back in the cave, trying to summon that power through my arm, before punching the air with all my might. Agnarr knocks over the stool as he leaps back in terror, looking like he's about to get blown to bits.
Oh,
But but just like all the other times, nothing happens. I'm just left waving my arms around like a weirdo. Agnarr scowls, radiating a feeling of irritation.
I wonder why.
Do not do that again, Aron. If people suspect that strange magic is coming from this house, we'll have worse than rumors to deal with.
Sorry, I just wanted to know what's going on with me. First, I turned into a lion, and now I can do magic. Wouldn't you be curious if the same happened to you? His shoulders slack a bit as his scowl softens. He gives a grunt of understanding. Like I said, no matter what I did, nothing happened. For all we know, I can only do magic inside the cave. But however it works, it's clearly not something that's just gonna fire off out of nowhere. The only other thing we know is that it happened when I got really, really upset. So unless my life suddenly going to get even more crazy, we should be fine.
Girly pop, you should never say that in a visual novel.
Foreshadowing, no.
Foreshadowing is a literary device.
Bim, bim, bim.
So long as you stay calm, you're quite confident that this power is under control.
As far as I can tell, yeah. Huh.
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 Shut up. Then I'll do my best to make sure that your temper doesn't get the best of you. I don't know much about magic or sylving powers, but I trust that you'll keep this under control.
There's that word again. I know a Sylving is someone from my world, but it feels like there's something more weight and history behind that word than I've been told. It's hard to believe I'm one myself. It makes me feel like I'm from a race of elves, being regarded as higher being due to processing some sort of power. Did people from my world do something in the past? Something so serious that it can be dangerous if people find out what I am? I tug on my sleeve and look up at the wolf. Hey, Agnarr? Is it really a death sentence if someone finds out I'm a Sylving? Agnarr looks a bit surprised, then apologetic.
No, of course not. Probably.
Probably.
What do you mean by that, you piece of shit?
It's probably gonna be fine.
Girly pop, you don't say that after someone asks you about a death sentence.
This girly pup does.
Apparently. Nice voice crackle. Thank you. Well, shut up.
That doesn't sound too reassuring.
I'm not sure what will happen. It's been centuries since the word of Sylving has been heard in these lands.
The wolf scratches his head, carefully considering how to answer.
Tell me, if I were to go to your world, would I be executed for being a wolf? Depends on who you run into.
It can either go really well, or bad. Pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't really know, actually. Nobody in my world has ever seen a wolf man before. Or, well, any kind of person from this world. Unless I'm counting myths and movies about werewolves going around and tearing people apart. Those usually end with a werewolf getting hunted down and shot, stabbed, or whatever else to finish them off. But I should probably keep that tidbit to myself. Of course, Agnarr isn't some mindless monster, but there's still no way of knowing how people would react to him just showing up out of the blue. It'd be possible to expect everyone to be calm. It's impossible to expect everyone to be calm and casual about that. I guess it would be really mixed, good and bad. Mostly because nobody would know how to react.
Then you understand the unpredictability of it. Well, it's not a crime for you to be a Sylving. It's been so long since one has been seen or heard, there's no telling how people would react. News of a living Sylving would spread like wildfire, and even if there's people here who will accept you, there's no way of knowing how the rest of the kingdom would react. Lord Mikkel would also be put in danger. As I said before, what he's been doing is strictly forbidden. And I doubt even his father can save his neck if someone discovers his involvement in you being here. Especially if they discovered he'd been using a witch's relic.
You mentioned it being important that nobody finds out about Miguel's cloak. Are witch's relic really that big a deal?
There are a lot of people still suffering to this day because of evil witches in the past. Even if his lordship was using it to help people, merely only one can have him get executed. But it was the only way you could travel to your world to search for a way to find. That's not a sentence!
But it was the only way he could travel to your world to search for a way to find a way to reverse it.
That's not a sentence, right?
A
I'm not crazy,
way
right?
to find a way. I can understand. Yeah. I don't know. Try again.
You know I will, because it's the only thing that I can do. My brain is compelling me to give up. Sorry. Apologies. Why did I say that? Anyway, but it was the only way you could travel to your world and search for a way to reverse it. With that in mind, it's best that you never mention witches, relics, or Sylvings to anyone. And if someone brings them up, just change the subject or leave. I don't know if leaving is the smartest choice.
I would just leave, period, if someone comes up to me. No, not really, but...
You people.
That was a lot to take in. I have so many questions about everything he just said, but I don't think I can handle much more pressure.
I don't mean to scare you, but you need to watch your tongue out there. Even when talking to those close to me. I want you to fit in and lead a normal life while you're here. To do so, we have to avoid drawing any unnecessary attention to ourselves.
The weight of those words sits heavily on my shoulders. I understand how important it is that I don't talk about witches, myself, and human stuff. I understand. I won't tell anyone. I promise.
Thank you, Aron. I appreciate you taking this time.
Agnarr hands the scroll back to me.
I've read and memorized your safe conduct. It's vague enough as far as background goes, but people might ask what it's like in Sellenhof. Did his lordship describe what it's like to you before he fell asleep?
Miguel? Not really. We only got through the name and birthday.
I'll ask him to cover it in your lessons then. For now, when someone asks you a question you don't have an answer to, turn to me. I can either answer for you or pull you from the conversation. If you're by yourself, you can make an excuse, like you're still too weary from your fever to answer, or you can try to keep it vague, but whatever you do, never make unnecessary lies. A vague truth is still a truth. A lie can be picked at until it falls apart. And always remember, just because someone asks a question doesn't mean you have to answer. You especially shouldn't feel pressure to give a response about something personal.
That is something I'm still trying to learn. I'm gonna be honest, I'm still trying to learn that at times.
Of course you will.
It's like automatic. Someone asks me a question, I automatically give an answer. Like an honest answer. And yeah, I don't like it. I don't want to. even if I don't really want, even if I come to regret it, even if I don't want to give an answer, I'm still like, ugh.
This is what people do. This is what I should do.
Yeah. Honestly, sometimes I I just don't want to answer questions sometimes.
This is why I want you to come with me today. Lessons are all well and good, but first-hand experience is better. We need to help you adjust quickly while we can still use your recent illness as an excuse. Are you confident enough on your feet to walk with me?
I've got butterflies in my stomach, but I don't want to stay inside another day. Even after the serious talk we had, and the stakes we face, I finally have the nerve to show my face outside again. Going for a walk and meeting some of his friends is a good place to start. Maybe it won't be so intimidating once I get out of there. Sure. It actually sounds really nice. I promise to not cause any trouble.
Good. Then, before we depart, I just want to make sure you have your story straight.
Or gay.
Most definitely gay. Remember, you're Aron Sondra now. You're a traveler, and it's your first time outside of Selenhof. You were found ill on the road, and were taken in by Lord Mikkel from the Vetskogan family, and I have been assigned as your personal guard.
I echo Agnar's words back to him, word for word. I repeated it a few times to commit it to memory.
Good. You ready to come outside with me?
Finally.
Outside? How scandalous.
Come outside. I'm gay!
No, that's not the type of cum I was thinking.
Bro. Whatever. Finally. Finally. There's a lot for... Shut up! Finally. There's a lot for me to keep in mind, but I'm just excited to see what's like downtown.
We'll be stopping at the inn. I know the owner there well. It's actually his meals I've given you.
So, we're not gonna see the whole town today? Show me everything that this place has to offer? I know we already mentioned keeping it simple, but now I'm getting more curious to explore this place.
I thought I disabled my alarms. Go away.
Take it slow, Aron. You must see how you hold up first. Come on. Let's make our way to the inn.
And the end of the episode.
Episode. Fuck you, I guessed it for once.
Oh, you think you can just guess it? Guess we have to go a little further.
Shut up and end the episode.
There.
I didn't say the line! No, wait, I did say the line.
We head downstairs and slip past Miguel. Agnarr makes the wooden floor creak under his weight, but the fox keeps snoring soundly. And that's the end of the episode. Fuck you!
Wow, you're so petty.
You know it. Fuck you!
There's one more kisses.
Yeah! Been a while.
Yeah, it has. As you could probably tell from the save file being a month ago.
Yeah. Right, outro. You know, let's just keep it quick and simple. If you want more stuff like this, you can check out my channel, or why don't you check out Will's channel?
Where all the
where all the episodes over there are stuff like this. So if this type of content is your style, you can go over to my channel to keep yourself entertained for a few days more.
And as always, I'll link everything down in the description box below, including the visual novel.
Good. As you should.
Yeah, I always do it.
Good
Actually,
boy.
I credit
Shut up.
I link almost everything I use in a video, including the meme templates.
Oh, how interesting. Nice voice crack, Will. Thank you, Will. Shut up.
Anyway, I hope you have a lovely night or day. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.